Week 5 of the NFL regular season began with a good Thursday night game. I thought that shit was illegal in the NFL. So, but it happened, I guess, and in all seriousness, the Buccaneers-Falcons game was actually really good. But something else happened. Kirk Cousins is 2-0 on primetime national television this year? I thought that was illegal too. Seriously, what the fuck is going on in today's NFL? Well, can't believe I actually got that one right. But in any event, because the Buccaneers really just should have won that game. But in any event, Week 5 underway. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Sorry, I'm not going to use this thing this week. I'll hold off until next week. But in any event, let's go. All right. First game in the Eastern Hemisphere tomorrow. Jets taking on the Vikings in merry old London, England. The Jets picked up a very disappointing loss against the Denver Broncos. Denver's defense really shut down the Jets' offense. That's that by hook or crook again. Cry me a fucking river. And then you got the Vikings who beat up on the Packers early in this game, but not often. They had to fend off a potential comeback by the Packers, etc. I think the Vikings are going. I really think the Vikings are going to suffer their first loss of the season this time around. I was wrong the first couple times. Will I be wrong the third one? Most likely. However, I got to take the Jets. This should also be a good game, though. Even if it is exclusively on the NFL Network. Still better than Amazon Prime, I guess. But anyway, all right. Early afternoon games. Panthers going on the road to take on the Chicago Bears. Well, Andy Dalton didn't do a good job against the against one of his former teams, which was the Cincinnati Bengals, of course. Yes, that's right. Cincinnati did pick up their first victory. However, Dalton's offense still scored more points in one game than Bryce Young's offense scored in 2 weeks, in the first 2 weeks of the season. I mean, you had to have known that was going to happen. Oh, this might bite me in the ass, but go ahead and take the Chicago Bears to defeat the Panthers. Caleb Williams still has some work to do, which is to be expected. Browns going on the road to take on the Washington Commanders. Last time these two teams met was 2 seasons ago. Ron Rivera was still the head coach of the Commanders. Dan Snyder was still the owner of the team at the time, and the Browns were just starting to not hit their stride. They decided to be the Browns. Now everybody hates the Browns. Because of how the Browns handled the trade, and because of the fact that they traded all those picks to acquire Deshaun Watson in the first place. I don't think anyone's denying anymore that Deshaun Watson sucks. Browns are a funny football team, but I gotta take the Washington Commanders to defeat the Cleveland Browns. Not much to say here. Dolphins going on the road to take on the New England Patriots. This is why I'm not carrying that camera stick this week. Coin flip time, motherfuckers. Cream of the crap for week 5. And it landed tails. Holes. Go ahead and take. I know the Dolphins have been struggling, but let's not act like the Patriots are due for a home victory here anytime soon. And as soon as I say that, the Patriots are going to win. That's right. Go ahead and take the Patriots. I'm done taking the Dolphins. Dolphins did not prepare for life without Tua. That's all I've got to say about that one. Colts going on the road to take on the Jaguars. Damn it, Colts! Why are you using up all your desperate victories now? What the fuck's up with that shit? And the Jaguars, damn, man, I was hoping you pick up the victory, but I think that. Okay, this is it. I seriously mean it now. This has to be it for the Jaguars. Their season's already over, okay? You're not going 0-4. You're not going to go 0-4 and make the playoffs, okay? It hasn't happened since 92 for a reason. But I will take the Jaguars to defeat the Colts because I'm not necessarily a firm believer in the Colts. Ooh, Bills going on the road to take on the Houston Texans, and I think this is first half of CBS's national doubleheader. Texans do pick up a victory to go to improve to 3-1, and the Buffalo Bills, they got smacked and ran the fuck over by Baltimore's offense, particularly Derrick Henry. Yeah, Derrick Henry is done, right? That's why the Titans moved on. Actually, that's not why the Titans moved on from Derrick Henry. The reason why the Titans moved on from Derrick Henry is because the Titans were clearly rebuilding. And yet they won on Monday night. Okay, anyway. Shit. I got flipped for this one too. And as usual, it doesn't land on my hand. Fucking hell. Some traditions just don't die. Alright, it landed tails. Heads, excuse the fuck out of me. Yeah, go ahead and take the Houston Texans, I guess. Though it wouldn't shock me if Buffalo were able to win. This should be an exciting game, though, as well. Ravens going on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the Bengals, they got a victory against the Carolina Panthers. That's great. And the Ravens, once again, running over Buffalo's defense. So that must mean, and the Ravens may have scored more points than necessary. So that must mean that the Ravens are going to lose to the Bengals, and the Bengals are going to get a home victory, right? Wrong! Take the Baltimore Ravens to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are not out of the woods yet. It's not Joe Burrow's fault. It's the Bengals' defense's fault. Though Joe Burrow needs to play a little bit better than he better. It's not entirely Joe Burrow's fault, is what I meant to say. All right, late afternoon games. Regional action on Fox. Raiders going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. Well, the Denver Broncos have won their last two games. Beating up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and shutting down Aaron Rodgers when it mattered the most. Great. I know the Broncos got lucky and missed and won on a missed field goal, but some people could say the same thing about the New York Jets. Should the Jets have somehow magically won? And man, that was a brutal fucking game. Welcome. Let's see. How is this? Both teams are at 2-2. The Raiders bounced back after beating the Cleveland Browns. After that, let me rephrase that. The Raiders bounced back by beating the Cleveland Browns after that awful loss against the Panthers last week. And I know Gardner Minshew has some limitations. But there's a reason why the Broncos have lost 6 straight meetings against the Raiders. The Raiders have not lost to the Broncos since moving to Vegas. Alright, that should tell you something right there. Go ahead. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. The Broncos are going to wear... Oh yeah, the D logo Dick Riders are going to love this one. The Broncos are wearing the old D logo jerseys. Not the Color Rush ones. They retired those. Those. I mean genuine D logo jerseys. See, Broncos fans are creaming in their fucking pants. And it's over that one. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe I'm doing this again. I will never learn my fucking lesson. Go ahead and take the Las Vegas Raiders to defeat the Denver Broncos. You are welcome, Broncos fans. Maybe if I take the Raiders to win at Mile High, maybe the Broncos will finally win. So hopefully I jinx the Raiders here. That's all I've got to say about that. All right, Cardinals going on the road to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Since the Cardinals beat up on the Rams, the Cardinals have been very shaky as of late. And the 49ers are just now getting a little bit healthier there. So with that in mind, take the San Francisco 49ers to defeat the Cardinals. The Cardinals still have a lot of work to do. All right. Giants going on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, and leave it to the Giants. I mean, again, in their loss against the Commanders, they score 3 touchdowns and still lose. This past Thursday night, and that was a shit fucking game, the Giants don't score any touchdowns and they lose. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And can we stop making excuses for Daniel Jones? Please, can we stop? It's his, 5th, 6th season? He's not the guy. Get over it. Oh, and because the Giants got 10 days rest, that means they're going to just beat the Seahawks, right? Again, wrong. Take the Seattle Seahawks to defeat the Giants. I understand the Seahawks are coming off short rest, but rest is overrated. So yeah, Seahawks, end of story. Right. Packers going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Second half of CBS's national doubleheader for obvious reasons. A storied franchise taking on an NFL large market. How wonderful. Go ahead and take because the Rams are still shot to shit. And I know Jordan Love is 0-2. I know the Packers are 0-2 with Jordan Love at quarterback, but go ahead and take the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams still have more questions than answers. All right, Sunday Night Football. Cowboys going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time these two teams met, the Steelers actually beat the Cowboys finally? What the fuck is going on here? That usually never happens. It's usually the opposite. The Cowboys beating the Steelers. Micah Parsons is not going to be ready to go. In fact, they already rolled him out. The Steelers did suffer their first loss last week. How they did it, they lost to Joe fucking Flacco. Flacco. I mean, yeah. maybe the Colts should bench. I'm not 100% sold on redshirting or sitting their young quarterbacks, but maybe the Colts should should do that for Anthony Richardson, since Richardson is clearly not ready for the NFL. But back to the Cowboys and the Steelers. Steelers offense has been very disappointing so far. I mean, last week was Justin Fields' best game statistically, but so what? You lost. Well, that's all there is to it. And the Cowboys still have... oh God, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for the Steelers. Take the Steelers to defeat the Cowboys. You know what? Fuck that shit. Somehow I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Steelers again. So yeah, take the Cowboys to defeat the Steelers. Just changed my mind at the last second. I apologize, guys. All right, and the Monday night game, Saints going on the road to take on Saints going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. It seems no matter what, the Chiefs can't seem to lose right now. Now, they might not be playing their greatest football. Some would say they're playing a little bit boring. And the Saints, after convincing victories over the Panthers and the Cowboys, the Saints have lost their last 2 games. Have the Saints lost their touch? Were their first 2 games a fluke, or was their 2-game losing streak a fluke? Are the Kansas City Chiefs due for an Arrowhead upset? They usually receive one of those, and last I checked, the Chiefs were actually a better road team than they were a home team. Excuse the fuck out of me. So, with that being said, I got a flip for this one. Not sure what that was. Try again. It landed tails. Heads. It landed heads. Landed heads. Heads, tails. Like, drum bass, yeah. Anyway, go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs, but I don't think it's going to be an easy bit. I don't think it's going to be easy for the Chiefs. The Saints have a lot to fucking prove. They've lost 2 straight. Let's see if the Saints can pull off the upset. And if it does, it will just prove that the chaos will continue. That's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.